Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U released with a fair amount of content, but not too long after it released, there were 2 DLC packs announced for it, as well as some free DLC resulting from a collaboration with Mercedes-Benz. The 2 DLC packs each came with the same amount of content. Within each pack were 4 vehicles, 3 characters, and 2 whole Grand Prix. Buying both DLC packs also gave players access to different colored Shy Guys and Yoshis in the form of alternate costumes. Together, combined with the free Mercedes DLC, the original Mario Kart 8 received 6 characters, 16 new costumes for existing characters, 11 vehicles, and 16 courses. With the release of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, the amount of content is expanded even further. The game launched with all of the content, both base and DLC, of the original game, as well as 5 new characters, 5 new costumes, a completely revamped battle mode with 5 modes, and 8 battle tracks. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has already become the fastest selling game of the franchise thus far. Considering how the DLC content for the original Mario Kart 8 has been listed in the top 5 highest download sales for Nintendo in 2016, it is safe to say that the consumers really like Mario Kart 8. In fact, it's easy to think that a large portion of people who own Mario Kart 8 Deluxe would most likely purchase additional content for it as well. As Nintendo has, rather clearly, been taking a serious dive into the DLC market in recent years, it would be surprising for them not to create additional content for Mario Kart. For example, Hyrule Warriors, a game for the Wii U, received a season of DLC. Later on, it received a 3DS port, Hyrule Warrior Legends, which, after adding all the Wii U game, including its DLC, while also adding even more to the base game, also had its own dedicated season of DLC. Even games unexpected of extra content are receiving DLC, such as A Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Being the first major first-party multiplayer game for the Switch, DLC for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe would prove to be very beneficial to extend the longevity of the game later into the life cycle of the console. This would also help keep the game fresh and interesting when compared to other first-party multiplayer releases, such as Splatoon 2 and ARMS. While Mario Kart 8 Deluxe encapsulates all that made the original Mario Kart 8 great, and even more, many believe that it still lacks some content. It's unlikely that Nintendo hasn't heard the outcry for more new courses or even a few more battle tracks, let alone the characters and vehicles. So, if Mario Kart 8 Deluxe really does get DLC, what could make up that extra content? I strongly believe that, due to the success of the DLC for the original game, that new content would follow the same format. This means that there would once again be 2 packs, releasing some months apart from each other. With Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, one of the main selling points of the game is its revamped battle mode, so it follows that this would reflect within its DLC. Similarly to the original set of DLC, each pack would contain 4 vehicles, 3 characters, and new courses. The difference, however, is that instead of 2 new cups, or 8 courses per pack, I believe that there would only be 1 new cup in each pack, making for 8 total DLC courses instead of 16. I believe this change would be to also include 2 new battle tracks within each DLC pack, making for 4 more battle tracks total. In summation, if DLC followed a similar structure to the original game, then we would receive a total of 8 vehicles, 6 characters, 8 courses, and 4 battle tracks. Additionally, in the original game, purchasing both packs would result in unlocking new costumes for existing characters, much like Yoshi and Shy Guy recolors of the original game. With the success of the DLC for the previous version of the game, it's not unlikely to believe that they would repeat the process of additional content. Of course, I do have my own preferences and wishes for what could come from this type of DLC. You'll be able to find those detailed on our SG choice about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC, which will be linked in the description below. So, thanks everyone for watching. You can find me, Tris, over on Twitter at tsvlink25, or over on my Let's Play channel, Weehee. Please make sure to check out the website, as well as subscribe to Source Gaming, as well as follow us on Twitter at AllSourceGaming for more content like this, as well as news, reviews, translations, and so much more.